Hello and welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. Today we're just gonna have for you guys a casual match. It's only me and another player. It didn't have a full squad. Random guy, so he is muted because we don't know what he's gonna say. I thought it was a pretty decent one. I didn't communicate as much, so I kind of wanted to recap some of the things that I was thinking and doing while I was doing this. But again, this is just a casual match, guys. I'm not trying to deceive anybody or whatever. We did kill real players and things like that, which does happen in casuals. So it's just having fun with randoms. So we're going to jump right into it. Now, we've already looted and everything else like that. We dropped at school and we're running over to Rozhok. So just remember, if you guys like this video, definitely hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, turn those notifications on. And, let me know if there's a weapon you guys want to see me use or anything like that in the comments. But please make it positive, okay? So, again, we're going to jump straight into it. Catch you guys over there. Okay. I don't have the volume very loud. And as you guys can see, I kind of covered my camera because I just felt like having fun with it. You guys can see my little emotes. So here I'm just trying to figure out where the heck this person's shooting me from, bot or player. I see him here. I go to pull the trigger, but my finger's not working. My hand is not working right properly, which kind of sucked. So I'm looking for him. And then what's really weird is, like, he comes running back from the road. I was like, wait, what? It was super awkward. And then I know there was a bot up here, so I see him. I hit body shots. I'm really trying to focus on my shots to the heads, but it doesn't always work. So the next one is these guys right here. I start shooting them, and I'm turning the volume down because I say something kind of mean about this other guy that I'm playing with, because he turns around and sits there and tries to take all of my shots and my kills for me, and it was kind of irritating. So here we see another one farther out, so I'm like looking for him, and I know he's running, but I'm like, I don't know where, because he went behind the tree. But how the trees are is they're lined up perfect, like I can't see him. So I'm like, okay, I hear more shots, I hear more shots. I see this guy, I take a shot, I miss, which is, oh my god. Unfortunately, it's been happening. I've been trying to not miss shots, but it happens. And then some of my shots I do get on, and I'm looking back again too, because I swear I see another person over there. So I'm like, okay, okay. Oh, I stop because I see one at the tree. I don't know if you guys see him. So hit that shot, line that up, line the next one up so he's knocked. See the other one back behind this rock. I kind of wait for a minute, because even if it's a real player or a bot, I'm looking to see and wait for them to peek. Because you don't want to just fire, because if it's a bot and you just sit there and continuously fire, they're not going to run back out. That's the really interesting part about the bots, is if you take your pot shots and you hit them, or you just take a shot at them, they'll run back up behind cover. So every time you're doing that, so just be cautious. If you're gonna try to snipe like I did, try to hit your bots if you can. Obviously you're trying to hit your shots, but it's just a kind of how it comes down to it. That's something that I've definitely realized. Now here, the reason why I stop at this tree is because I'm hearing shots up here, so I thought maybe it was up on the hill. But from what I can see visually, it's not up on the hill. So we'll fast forward to where we get into some more battles, okay? So here you see me. I'm going to turn the volume down again because I get very irritated, because I shot this guy and then I missed the last two shots, and the dude on my team turns around and just takes my kills. And granted, they're bots, it's whatever, but like I got super annoyed because that was like the second or third one that he turned around and shot knowing that I was shooting them. Like I said, which was very, very irritating, especially when you're playing casuals. Like, there is no reason to do that. Like, that one, I ended up taking from that guy because he knew I was already shooting at him. So, Again, I lowered the volume because I said some choice words that I probably shouldn't have said. Because, yeah, it was uber annoying. So we're going to fast forward again until our next battles, okay? And then here I go on a roof and there's a bot shooting me when I get up on the roof. I'm like, seriously? So I just kind of jumped forward to that one, but he came out of nowhere and shot me. It's what it is. I knew there were shots behind me and I heard footsteps, but I didn't know if it was my guy that got closer. And then I kind of sit here for a second and I look and then I catch, like I'm looking for another one and I catch another one up by the trees over by the road, running up and stuff like that. But I'm like, I kept looking up there because the shots, but I feel like they're up over the mountain, which is why I can't see them. And you can see me kind of like scanning and like, I knew there was shots back here. Like that's what threw me off is I listened for the shots and I see him creeping right there. I'm like, okay, 1 shot, 2 shot, he's down. And this guy starts shooting at somebody else, but we'll jump to the next shot. Okay, here's one that I obviously completely missed. I probably shouldn't have missed as bad as I did, but I did. So we just kind of down him when we start looking for the other bots. So we'll fast forward to those. And here's where we begin shooting another bot up on the hill, which every time I took a shot, they ducked. So I finally ended up knocking that one, which was great. Took me like 3 shots. I couldn't figure out what was going on. And I'm like looking for this other one. I'm like, oh, he keeps laying down. Like, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take it from our guy. Because I was getting uber annoyed with this guy taking all of my kills. So there goes the ones I finally confirmed them all. So I'm at 11 kills right now. I don't know who he's randomly shooting at. But we just kind of sit here waiting and looking and looking and looking because I'm waiting for zone to come in. So, I mean, that's one of the biggest things is just waiting for... Slap bitches over here. Waiting for zone is probably the most tedious thing. So, we'll jump to the next one. Okay, here should be coming the next one. If I'm correct, this is the one where the guy's on the run. You see him after I take my syringe. You should see him running from the zone right there on the mountain. Not up top, but down below. Yeah, I catch him right there, and I'm like, yep, got you. So, run. That was a good one. So, we'll jump to the next section, guys. Okay, now we've moved over to ruins, because there really wasn't a whole lot of action. And then I've got this one shooting at me, which is funny. So, every time I take my shots, they either kneel down or they lean, which totally messes my shots up. So here I'm gonna fast forward because all I'm doing is watching this guy. Nobody messes with him at the care package, so there's no point in watching it. Okay, so here we have another creature bot shooting at me, and I end up knocking him. You know, getting one confirmed, the one that I had already knocked, and then we're just kind of sitting here waiting again. So on to the next one. So here I see another bot and or person. I wasn't 100% sure what it was because where they were at, it was like, I need to start shooting. They got me pretty good right there, but I just heal. So on to the next ones. Okay, so here I had already spotted the team, the 2 players. So I was waiting to try to get the headshot. I did not get the headshot, which I was a little disappointed about. But I end up pinging because, like I said, there's no communication with this guy. So I'm trying to let him or her know where they're at. And I didn't even try to line up that headshot. I could see him barely through the tree. So I ended up connecting again right there. Just taking a few pot shots to try to help. Pinging the location so that way he knows where they're at. Which is extremely helpful. But that's only one of them. I needed to find the other one. Which I didn't realize he was still a tree back. And so that's what you see me doing, is kind of third person peeking. I take a shot, but I let him know, hey, he's on that side of the building. This one keeps trying to peek me. So I just kind of wait for this one to peek just enough. And I lay him flat. He turns around, if I'm correct, and gets that other one, which confirms him. Yeah. So he ends up doing that, which is exactly what we needed. And then here, we'll jump to the next one. Here, there was just another bot. So I just take some quick shots at him just to shut him up and get him out of the way. Ironically enough. So now I'm just kind of bouncing. We're looking. We see that there's a total of 5 players left. So that's where we're at right now. We're going to jump to the next one. So now we're up, not at the church part, but we're at the broken down castle part of Ruins. Because I'm looking for other players, which you cannot see hit through my camera. Now you can. I see him running, so I take a shot. I'm not sure if they're real players. I'm not at this point. I'm pretty sure that one was just a bot. And then at this point, we're in the center of zone. So I'm sitting here going, okay, we got to figure out what these guys are. And then I end up spotting one of them. As I see the care package over there, I'm like, okay, where are they at? I end up spotting one at the church. He starts leaning out looking for us. You should see that shortly because I think they hear us running around. So I don't really want to jump too far on this once you guys miss it. But you see him inch right there, and I'm pinging it to letting him know, hey, that's a real team, or just a player. At that point, I'm trying to let him know it's just a player. Here, I'm just kind of third person peeking on the edge because I'm trying to see if I can see where any of them are at. Because there's 5 people left, 2 of them are us, so there's 3 people, so we're assuming that's a three-man team. I see a ghillie suit guy go up on top. So now it's like, okay, my teammate goes down the other way to try to see if he can wrap. I'm watching the roof. As you can see, I'm looking to see, I see this guy here. So I ping there, but then I notice ghillie man suit looking at me. I peg him once, which unfortunately he's got a level 3 helmet on, so it's not gonna take him out. My teammate goes in and knocks one. Ghillie suit, I'm pretty sure was healing, and then I completely missed my shot. He should have knocked me right there, and he didn't. I was super surprised he didn't. I take a shot just to mess around. Well, at this point, I'm moving forward because I'm like, okay, my guy's got 2 out of the 3 of them knocked. I'm not sure if ghillie suit's up on top. And ghillie suit ends up knocking him with the Groza, if I'm correct. And he finishes him. So I'm like, okay. I'm hoping to go up and confirm the 2 kills from, or at least one of them, sorry. Confirm one of the kills, but I don't have enough time because zone's right here. But if you have your volume up loud enough, you can hear. I turn because I hear him. I had to figure out where he went. My shots were completely off, and he was right down there for the win. So the moral of that entire thing is pay attention to your surroundings, you know? So on that one, I went 20. He got 13 kills. So we had 33 kills between the 2 of us on a casual, which, again, it's a casual, but that is 1/3 of the lobby. Literally 1/3 of the lobby. The only reason why I really wanted to record that was because, you know, I had some bad shots, but I had some pretty good shots when they were on the run. And the fact is that we took out the real teams that were in the match with us, at least 2 teams. So it was kind of one of those to show that, you know, sometimes it's harder to hit a bot than it is a real player. If you guys have ever played casuals, it's like they can predict when you're shooting and they'll dodge it. It's super weird. But hopefully that was enjoyable for you guys. I do definitely appreciate every single one of you guys hanging out, watching until the end. Remember, definitely hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications on. And if we don't see you again, good afternoon, good evening, good night, guys.